Iron Maiden for a moment and Bruce Dickinson, and were they and are they an inspiration to you musically? Do you draw from them in any way?
Oh, throughout my whole entire musical career. Um, so I was probably 13 years old. The guitar player I play with in the Vintage, Zach and I play with, his name's Dave. I've been playing with him since I was about 13 years old. And his older brother had a band. And so we would rehearse in the same basement. And so we got to mingle with these older guys that were playing in a band. And they were always feeding music to Dave. And Dave, so when I met Dave, he's like, do you know about these bands? And it was that first British, the new wave of British heavy metal.
Absolutely, yeah.
Scorpions and the Def Leppard and Iron Maiden and Judas Priest were those. And Iron Maiden immediately stuck out to both Dave and I. And we formed a band with 5 guys, 2 guitar players, harmonizing leads, trading off leads. And we were always at odds trying to find a singer that was of that level, because Bruce Dickinson, to our young ears was just like, wow, this guy's up,
Yeah,
right above anybody that we had heard at the time. He's certainly one of the guys to this day that I just admire the most in terms of the kind of career he's had, the kind of he had cancer and beat that, and he's just diversified in so many ways with his fencing and with airplane pilot. I mean, this is a guy who just devours life. And to read a little bit about his upbringing, it was a good book. I wish it would have been a bit more descriptive. One thing that really I always look for in these books that I never quite get is their formal training of the musicianship. They kind of just gloss over that. I guess that's not something that most people would be interested in, but he talked a little bit about that and how he came into becoming a singer for a band, and but just how seriously he took his craft of singing. I would have liked to know, like, what exercises did he use?
absolutely, yeah. How did you get that amazing voice?
Yeah, yeah. Those screams and just the control and the way the guy ran around. I mean, they had a huge stage, and he's basically running laps all night long and that stuff. Just amazing. But and I think a big part of that is they had such they were fortunate with the team that they had with all the members of the band. One thing that I liked in the book was he talked about seeing Iron Maiden when Paul Di'Anno was the vocalist, and he said, he goes, I'm not going to lie, the first time I saw this band, I said, I am going to sing for these guys one day. He said it felt incredibly cocky to myself even to say that, but I knew how much better I could make that band. And I love the old Paul Di'Anno stuff as well.
Absolutely.
I think those first 5 Maiden albums, the 2 with Paul Di'Anno and then Number of the Beast, Peace of Mind, and Power Slave, those are 5-star, 10 out of 10 classic metal albums. I don't think there's a single skippable song among all of those albums. Just an unbelievable streak of greatness. And but once Bruce Dickinson came into the band, it was also cool to hear him sing some of those older songs.
Yeah.
That's the way that he would. I had a Number of the Beast maxi single back in the album days.
Yeah.
And on the B side had a live recording of Bruce Dickinson with Iron Maiden doing "Remember Tomorrow."
I remember it well. No pun
Yeah,
intended.
and that was a song that we had covered in one of our first bands way back when, and hearing this version with Bruce Dickinson, and he's adding those little screams in there, and it was just like, wow, I didn't think this song could get better. And so he was definitely, it just seems, in hindsight, it seems inevitable that they were going to be at the top of the mountain that way.
Absolutely. I'm going to play on Friday Rock Show. We're going to play an Iron Maiden song, and I'm going to put you on the spot now because I want you to choose your all-time favorite Iron Maiden song.
Ooh. Wow. Okay. Should I split it up between Bruce Dickinson, do one with Paul Di'Anno and one with...
You can if you want to. I'm quite happy to play two Iron Maiden songs.
Okay. Oh gosh. Well, I think if we're gonna go with Paul Di'Anno, we're probably looking at God. It's a three-way tie between Wrathchild, Murders in the Rue Morgue, and Killers.
I
have to go with Killers.
Nice choice.
How
about Bruce Dickinson's era, though?
Oh God, it's definitely Peace of Mind is probably the one that I would put just to, and everybody would say The Trooper. The Trooper it's a great song. I love Die With Your Boots On. I think that's
yeah.
Revelations is cool. I mean, that thing, I'm so glad I don't really have to choose. I get them all, but I have to say Die With Your Boots On. That's
Die With Your Boots On.
What a
I'll make a note. I'll make it out. Ron wants Killers and Die With Your Boots On. So all letters of complaint, please addressed to Mr. Ron Tippin.
Oh.
No, I think they're really good choices.